Hey everybody, Jeffrey here, and in today's video I'm going to plant up this trio of pots with some Sun Golden Coleus. I just love the foliage on these, that lime green with a little bit of gold showing through. I also want to put out my trellis out here along my little pathway and put beside it that iron planter full of petunias on the side of it. But it's supposed to be raining, actually storming in a couple hours, so I might wait on that. I've already waited for a week, so basically I want it out here. So we'll see what happens. And here we go. All three done and ready to put out in the backyard along my back fence. This flower bed did great this year with daffodils and tulips. It's time to mulch. First I have to get all of those helicopter seeds out of there. I can just mulch over them, but they'll just grow little miniature maple trees. So I want to try and get a lot of them out. But this tree is not done. I call it helicopter seeds, but it's not done twirling and lollygagging or whatever you guys call it. So anyway, get a lot of those out and then mulch it over. But I did get out my trellis. I stored it in the basement because I just bought it last year and I don't want it rusting quite yet. I took off the bottom two rungs so it would fit through my door. I'm 5'11", and I forgot what the box said, but I think it's 9 feet, 8.5 by the time I put about 6 inches into the ground. So anyway, the plan is to put it back here. I've already got it marked off. I put it here last year, but a little further down. And it does go downhill. And as you can see, I have it marked off where I want the poles. I want to put this beside it. It is on a concrete square stepping stone. It's pretty big. I think it's 12 inches. Anyway, with that wrought iron pot over beside it. So since I mentioned it does go downhill a little bit, I'm going to have to either dig out one side or build up the other. Alright, let me get started. looks great. I'm going to level off that stepping stone a little bit more. The little flower on the bottom won't fit through the rungs of the wrought iron, so I have to lift up the tulip pot and put it over it. I haven't decided whether or not to plant something by it yet, because I'm not really sure if I want something growing down this walkway. But it looks good here, so I'll leave it here again for the summer. The rain has subsided until midnight, actually thunderstorms. And earlier I just didn't want to get it out and get all wet. Alright, on to the next project. My last project of the day is to mulch up the circular area I have out in my front yard. It comes from an old, huge oak tree that sat here. It's been a couple years, so it has sunken in the middle a little bit, and there is a little ridge that goes around it, but I'm gonna fill it up later with some soil and put some flowers on it. It was bigger around than this oak tree that sits in my front yard. There's actually a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 oak trees here. So imagine the helicopters. So the plan is to just mulch this area up for now, but I do want to fix the circle. As you can tell, it's oblong and misshaped, and I want to line it up with the front of the house so it looks a little centered. It pretty much is, but I'm just trying to get it in the middle. So I have an advanced system I'm going to use: a stick, some twine, scissors, and a trowel, and then I have another bag of mulch waiting. Alright, let me get started. I ended up measuring it. It's exactly 6 feet across. I ended up putting sticks around and not using the rope after all. I just measured it with a tape measure. It's pretty much round, so it was kind of easy to measure with the tape measure. So I put the sticks in, and I'll just go around it with some mulch and put the sedum back and call it a day. I propagated the sedum last year from over there, actually, in that little ball of a bush looking thing, and just put it in this plastic pot I've had probably about 5 years. It's been outside all year round, so it hasn't cracked or shown any kind of wear, actually. So I ended up doing the half a bag of mulch plus another bag of mulch, and then this bag of mulch is going over it also, because there are a few sunken spots and some spots I can see some grass growing through on the edges. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I got all 3 Coleus Sun Goldens planted up. I got my arch out finally and rearranged the stepping stone with the iron planter and the mulch out front. So I'll put the sedum back, and maybe next summer, maybe the end of this summer, I'll plant this little area up. Alright guys, talk to you later.